Johnny Arvanitis of Below Deck Down Under Season 3 has been a fascinating character to follow this season, but he needs to change his response to Alesia Harris's misidentification with Wihan Dutoy before he starts to come off as a villain. The outside team has been under a lot of stress throughout Below Deck Down Under Season 3. Along with Wihan, Johnny is a first-time Below Deck yachty who has struggled to maintain composure this season. He has reacted more strongly than other yachties working aboard Katina to almost every difficult situation. Having worked in the yachting sector for almost 10 years, Johnny is a proud Greek man who obviously knows what he's doing on Katina. During his stay aboard Katina, he has remained a team player, despite his dissatisfaction with Wihan's approach to the charter season. However, since establishing a bond with Alesia, Johnny has shown signs of being a little protective of his connections. Even though it's obvious that Johnny doesn't mean any harm, he might be facing some criticism if viewers of Below Deck weren't so preoccupied with Wihan's evil actions. Johnny ought to be held accountable for his violent outbursts and should be held accountable for them. Despite his intense confusion at the time, Johnny's reaction was tremendous when he learned that sous chef Alesia had unintentionally slept with Wihan rather than him. In the latest episode of Below Deck Down Under, Wihan, who typically sleeps in the bottom bunk, moved into the top bunk. Alesia didn't immediately recognize Johnny when she tried to crawl into bed with him, whom she had been dating during the charter season. Despite knowing what was going on, Wihan remained silent. Johnny's reaction when he entered the bunk and discovered Alesia and Wihan in bed was challenging. Before he calmed down, Johnny, feeling angry and overwhelmed, stormed out of the room and ended up bashing a wall. Both Alesia and Wihan appeared to be very perplexed by the situation and found it difficult to understand what had just transpired, even if he wasn't violent against them. Whatever the cause of Johnny's intense reaction, it was extremely debilitating to witness and rather frightening due to its immediacy. Even in the midst of below-deck chaos, Johnny has remained largely composed and logical throughout the season. It seems that after almost 10 years of working in the yachting industry, Johnny has learned to distinguish between situations that are truly challenging or overwhelming and situations where he just has to process his feelings. Though it's obvious that he may get angry over things that are important to him, Johnny has been largely composed this season and has been honest about the challenges he's faced on Katina rather than trying to hide them. Johnny is a below-deck, down-under crew member, and his actions are unacceptable. While Wihan should face his own challenges and consequences, including maybe losing his job for his conduct, Johnny shouldn't be absolved of responsibility for his acts, even though he wasn't the one who started the altercation. Johnny ought to have to apologize to Alesia and the other members of the Below Deck Down Under crew for his violent outburst, which he should have avoided. While Johnny's outburst shouldn't be accepted, it also shouldn't result in his complete termination.